I'd like to welcome you to night 3 of the Chili Bowl Nationals, Wednesday, York Plumbing and Mechanical Night here at the Chili Bowl Midget Nationals with our podium finishers from tonight's preliminary main event. Our winner, Emerson Axsom, our second place finisher, Daison Pursley, and our third place finisher, Colby Copeland. And if you guys could use the mic when you talk, that'd be good. Emerson, first of all, when you took the lead, how aggressive did you feel like you had to be able to get out front?
Yeah, I honestly, I wasn't being super aggressive. I just tried to get to the car in front of me. I saw the lap cars running side by side, and I knew if I could just get to beside the guy on the bottom, the guys behind me would have nowhere to go, and I could just not take it easy, but at least run consistent laps and not make a mistake. And I knew if I didn't make a mistake in that position, I'd be all right. And I tried to show the lap cars the nose a couple times, and unfortunately them guys wouldn't budge, and which fair enough, they got to run their own race. But yeah, thankfully they didn't make too many mistakes in front of me and take me out. That's what honestly my biggest worry was. I was trying to give them a little bit of space to make a mistake and me be able to not put myself in a bad spot. So honestly more conservative than aggressive, and just put myself in the right places to not take myself out of position.
As the race was closing and you were stuck in that lap traffic, were you able to see or hear Daison or Colby coming?
No, I had no idea where they were, but I figured I was running slow enough that I knew my pace was real slow down, and I didn't really get able to leg it out ever. So I knew if there was a guy behind me hustling, he would have ran me down pretty easily. So I knew my pace was slow, but I didn't know really where they were, and I just kept my eye, to the left outside the left side door, making sure. I saw Colby try to slide me once, and luckily able to drive around it and keep my speed up and just keep myself in position.
How does it feel? You won last year, you've won again this year. Number one, you're locked into the show, but how comfortable are you getting in this building? Yeah,
it feels good to I think this building's you got to learn how to win inside of it. And, I think I'm getting closer and closer. And, I think I don't want to jinx it, but I think I've figured out at least how to run okay on prelim nights. And I think my last couple prelims, I ran second, fifth, first, and first. So I've got consistent on prelim nights. I just got to figure out Saturday and how to win Saturday. And, I watched a couple interviews, and I talked to Kevin, and I listened to Larson say in one of his interviews on Monday that the biggest thing is not taking yourself out. And, a lot of these races are actually easier than some of the national races we go to outdoors. So you just don't put too much pressure on yourself. And there's 4 or 5 really good guys that you got to beat. And worst comes to worst, you run 6 if you have a bad night. And, as long as you don't take yourself out of position, you should run top 10 on a prelim night and the equipment that I'm in. And just, like I said, just try not to wreck myself out in these deals.
Daison, as the race was winding down, the lap traffic was so thick. How aggressive did you feel like you could be? And did you feel like there was ever any opportunity to take a shot at Emerson?
I don't really think so, just because of, like he said, he was so just mired in lap traffic that they were top and the bottom, and there was honestly nowhere to go. And when he tried to just show his nose just a little bit on entry to the corner, they didn't budge really at all. And once I got to third and Colby and Emerson were probably a straightaway ahead of me, I was hustling it pretty hard and felt like I caught them at a good pace. But then once I got there, I just slowed down the same as they did, just because there was just nowhere to go. So thankfully I was able to get by Colby there, trying to run above it into 3, and just turn down, and there wasn't a lap car on the bottom where I was able to grab the straightaway grip and then slide Colby into 1. And just tried to do that one time with Emerson when I felt like I was close enough, but then there was just a lap car out of 4 where I couldn't get down the straightaway as nicely as I would like. But it was hard to be aggressive in lap traffic when they're just running top to bottom, and honestly good consistent laps where we were just kind of stuck right there behind them.
How much does it change your approach to Saturday, knowing you're at least locked into the show?
Yeah, I just look forward to the pole shuffle again, really, and having Chad put some more fuel in it maybe this time. But it takes a huge relief. Of course, you want to win these prelim nights because that's what you need to do to put yourself in the best position. But with the pole shuffle and how everything shakes out now, that you honestly do maybe have an advantage, like some people think, or going out early and being on track. But definitely that just being locked in is a huge confidence booster and everything just to get you to Saturday. And you're just worried about now now, those 2 laps of qualifying and trying to lay down the good laps and, get through the pole shuffle and then set yourself up good, for Saturday.
Colby, you had a pretty strong early portion of the race. What do you think was the difference for you tonight?
I think it just came to experience. These guys are great midget racers, are great drivers in general, and it was easier for me at the beginning because it wasn't curved up, and these guys just kind of made mistakes and went to the bottom, and the seas kind of parted for me there, which was able, I was able to get out front. But once it started getting curved up and technical, I was struggling pretty bad, and I think my car is plenty fast, and if somebody that had a bit more experience or talent, I guess, probably could have won.
What did you learn, though, tonight that might be able to help you Saturday, especially in that B main?
Man, I felt like I tried a bunch of different lines there. When the only thing I did kind of learn there when Daison got by me, he was kind of running above it, getting into 3, and it seemed to be a lot smoother for me, and I was able. There was almost like a little trench there. In the middle of 3 and 4 that really would buck you up if you didn't hit it right. So once I kind of moved above it on the line that he was running, it seemed to go a lot smoother, and I was actually, able to keep pace with these guys.
We'll open it up for questions.
Emerson, you've run in this building with multiple different teams. What was it like racing for Kevin? What did that thing feel like?
It was nice. Probably one of the best cars I've had in here. I've been fortunate to run for a lot of great car owners and a lot of great people in here. And I think Kevin's a really great driver coach. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever listened to him or listened to some of his interviews and stuff, but he knows how to win inside this building, and it's a trickle-down effect if your guys, know that you can win in here, and the attitude that they come in here with, and it just puts a lot of confidence in me. I was super thankful when Kevin messaged me. I knew his stuff's really good in here. He obviously has historic numbers in here of his races and runs, and I'm just thankful to be in the car that I'm in, and it helps when a guy like that believes in you. I didn't run I think I ran 1 midget race outdoor this year, and I ran 18th. So whenever he messaged me, I was super thankful, and thankfully this building's quite a bit different, and it's not like any other outdoor midget race we go to. So just thankful to have Kevin, and it's awesome to work with him. That car really it drives dang good.
And Daison, you were backwards in your qualifier. Relief to be here right now, locked in, right?
Oh, absolutely. I thought I was going to stuff that thing in the fence easily. But, I feel like there's at least probably one person a night that does something silly like that. And I felt like, on qualifiers, like, you have to go as soon as the green flag drops. And I felt like Tom was, going to go to the top and was just trying to squeak by. And I felt like I got a good position, and then the track just narrowed up just a little bit, and I just, barely caught his left front and sent me around. But yeah, when I was drifting backwards up the track, I was trying to grab the brakes, do everything I could to not slam the fence, and thankfully, didn't tear anything up. And then, the car was really good in the qualifier, and made me just, trickle my way through there a little bit, and was able to get back to third. I really wanted to get to second, but then Emerson and KT going 6-1, it really didn't matter if I would have got back to second. I would have still started third in the feature. So, turned out to be good. Just thankful to be here and locked in.